In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the most out of your Titan ball machine by walking you through how to update your phone to the latest software, your machine to the latest firmware, and walking you through everything that you need to know about how to use the new app. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get this new app on our phone. So go to your phone, go to the App Store, and you're going to type in Titan Pro, and then go ahead and click download on that app. Once that's all done, then we're going to open that up. So now that we have the new app on the phone, we got to go ahead and get our machine updated. So what we're going to do is you're going to go into your phone app. You're going to tap these two little bars up at the top left corner. Then we're going to go down to Titan Settings. And then we're going to click on Advanced Settings. And then you're going to hit Titan Software Update. And then we can just hit continue on this. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to our machine, and you're going to hold the top two buttons on the machine, and you're going to hear 3 beeps if you do it correctly. After that, it's going to say software update. Now you're going to go back here, and you're going to, where it says input version number here, you're going to go ahead and put this number in there, and this might change, but this is the latest one right now. And then you hit download software and then hit update. After that, it's going to take about 10 minutes. The machine, your phone, they're going to do their thing, and you should be good to go, and everything is updated for you. Okay, so now that we have the machine and our phone updated, let's dive in and actually take a look at all the features of the new app. So when you open this up for the first time, you're going to see this screen, and it's going to allow you to select your machine type. So we're going to hit Pickleball, and then you have the option to, if you're actually going to play, you can connect to your Titan here, or if you're home and you want to just work on setting up new drills or kind of mess with the app or learn the app, you can go into this app without actually connecting to your Titan. So since I'm not on the court right now, I'm going to hit enter without connecting, and then we're pulled up to this main screen here. Okay, so this shows us the 12 drills that actually I designed to be included with your machine. So you've got dinking drills, volley drills, ground stroke drills. These 12 should cover most things that you want to work on in pickleball, and they're drills that I work on all the time, and some of my favorite drills that I designed specifically for the Titan. So if we start here at drill 1, you see if I click on this area where it says D1, I'm going to see this screen, and I have a couple options. I can either hit start, which is just going to start that drill. I can hit cancel out of it, or I have this little area here where I can click mega drill. So what a mega drill is it allows me to link multiple drills together. So if I have 3 drills and I want to do them all basically in a sequence, I can do this mega drill, and it'll allow me to link those together. Now, the only thing is, for this to work, the drills all have to have the ball machine located in the same spot. Okay, so if you have 3 drills where your ball machine is at the baseline in the center of the court, then it'll allow you to link those as mega drills. And cancel out of that. Now we'll stick in this D1 here, but now if you come over and click where it says cross court dink, so click on the right side of that, now you're going to see this screen. So this is showing you the court layout. You're going to see here where the ball machine is placed for this drill. Some of these drills, the ball machine can be, it can be changed to the opposite side. So it could be placed here or here, depending on if you wanted to do forehand or backhand. You can see in this particular drill, this is just a one-shot drill. So down here we look, this is just shot 1, and then I have my speed, height, horizontal, and spin that I've all set up for this shot. So this is just a basic cross-court dinking drill that's going to feed the same shot over and over again. Now, if I wanted to change or tweak any of these settings, a lot of times, I design these drills, but there's minor differences. If you're using a slightly different ball or it's a different temperature, you might have to tweak these just a little bit to get it to work. if you click on this area where it's showing you all these things, you can go in, and now we can actually make adjustments to all these sliders. So say the ball is going in the net just by a little bit, I could just go in here and make a little bit of an adjustment to maybe that height slider or whatever I want to do. And then when I'm inside this drill, I have a few other options as well. So if we click on these two lines at the right, you could rename this drill if you wanted to. You can delete this drill from your library if you wanted to. And then if you click on this little I button right here, this is where you can put in some notes. So if you had any notes about, maybe where to put the machine or, something you're working on, you can put those there for the drill. So that's a basic one to look at because it's just a single shot drill. So now let's go out and take a look at drill number 2, which is the cross-court dink with an attack. Okay, so if we click on this, we can see this one now has 2 shots. So shot 1 is going to be our cross-court dink, so that's the ball that's going to bounce, and we're going to be dinking that ball off the bounce. Shot 2 is going to represent a ball that got popped up a little bit, and then we can reach in and take it out of the air and attack it. So you can see if you look at the numbers here, shot 1 and shot 2 are very similar, other than for shot 2 I just changed the height. Okay, so I made that ball come out a little bit higher for shot 2. Which is going to allow you to take that ball out of the air and attack it. The other thing I did, if you look over here where it says loop, this allows you to take any shot and repeat it multiple times. So for this particular drill, I've had shot 1, which is the dink, the cross-court dink. I've had that loop 3 times. So you're going to get that ball 3 times in a row. And then it's going to go to shot 2, which is going to be our attack, and it's just going to loop that once. So in essence, this is a 4-ball drill. You're getting the same ball the first 3 times, and then a different ball the 4th time. And again, you have the ability to go in and make any little tweaks or adjustments you want with these. And just remember, if you do that when you're done, click Save so those adjustments are saved. Now you can see we also have this preview button down here. You can click on that, but if the machine is in one of the corners or here, it won't show you the preview. But what we can do is if we have a drill, let's say this one for example, you can see our machine is at the baseline. So this is going to allow us to use this preview function, where we can see exactly where it's going to feed each ball. So to kind of go through and show us what the drill would look like and roughly where those shots would be landing. So like I said, these first 12 drills that you're going to see that initially come with your machine are all the ones that I designed. But of course we have lots of options to have way more drills available. So I'm going to walk you through some of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on these 2 little lines up here, and we're going to go to Drill Library, and this is really an amazing feature of this machine. So go to Drill Library, and then first I'm going to show you where it says Recommended. So let's go over here and click Recommended. Okay, so the first 12 drills under Recommended are going to be those ones that, like I said, I designed and came with the machine. In case you change anything or lose them, they're always going to be here in this drill library. Now, if you scroll down, there's even more from other pros, other top players. There's lots of drills here that you can add into your drill library. What's also really amazing is every single one of those you can see we have this little play button over here. So if I want to know how to do this cross-court dink drill, for example, where to set up the ball, where to set up the machine, how it works, we'll take a look at this dink attack drill. I can just hit play. That's going to immediately take me to the video of me showing you how to do this drill. So I think this is an amazing feature for you to be able to get the settings of the drill, see how to do it, and see exactly how I do it or other top pros are doing their drills. So say I'm in the drill library, I'm going through and I find one that I really like. Let's say I like this roll volley drill down here at the end. So I can click on that. Again, I can see all the shots, I can see how it's set up. But then down here I can hit Save to Drills. Click on that, now it says added successfully. And now if we go back to my kind of main home page, my main drills, and scroll down, you're going to see that that roll volley drill has been added. Okay. Now, on this main page, you can have up to 24 drills. Okay. So 12 come preloaded. You can add up to 12 more or create 12 more. So you have spots for 24 drills on your main page. But the drill library can literally hold thousands of drills. So you're always going to have access by, changing in and out. Just think of that library as the spot that you can hold all your drills. And then you're just going to keep the 24 maybe that you do most often on your main page. So the drill library is the first way that we're going to be able to add new drills to our machine. The second way is through QR codes. Okay. So if you have a friend that has a machine, maybe if you're watching a video online or in a forum or something, basically any user can share their drills with other users with these QR codes. Okay, so if you have a QR code from another user, what you're going to do, again, is we'll just go to these top two lines. We're going to click on that. And then you just simply click Scan QR code, and wherever it might be on your computer, or if a friend sent it to you, you scan it, and then that drill is going to automatically be downloaded into your library. So that would be the second way that you could add new drills. And then the last way would be to just create your own drills from scratch, which is great because it's really customizable. You can get it to do exactly what you want, work on exactly what you need. And again, with all of the shot combinations and looping, there's really no limit to what you can build this thing and get it to do. Okay, so our other option for drills is to just create your own for whatever you want to work on. So we're going to do that live on the court here today. I'm going to show you how to create a drill. Specifically, I want to work on my roll volleys. So I'm going to create a drill that is going to have 3 forehand roll volleys and 3 backhand roll volleys. Okay, so let's do that together. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on the 2 lines in the top corner. We're going to hit Add Drill, and we're going to click on where it says Create a Drill. That's going to allow us to create a brand new drill. So this is what you see. The first option you want to choose is where do I want the ball machine? You have a couple options on the screen, but you don't have to use those. You can put your machine anywhere you want. You can see for this drill, I've put the machine kind of right in the middle of the transition area because this is where I want to replicate the ball coming from. So a lot of times if I have the machine somewhere else, I'll just choose one of these side locations here. So I got the ball machine there, and now we got to try to dial in our shot. Okay, so I want this ball, if I'm at the kitchen line, to be right around here, right around waist high with a little bit of underspin. So we're just going to do some trial and error and try to find that shot. So let's click in here to shot 1. We're going to go, we need it slower, so we're going to go with 3 speed. Actually, let's go 4 speed. And for height, we're going to go with 35. We'll keep the horizontal at 10. That means the ball is going to shoot straight ahead for now, which is fine. For spin, we're going to go to -3 because I want a little bit of underspin. And then feed rate will go, let's go 2 seconds and see how that goes. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of this machine. Since a lot of this is trial and error, you got your settings. What we can do is we can scroll down to the bottom here, and you have this test button. So now I can go ahead and click this test button, and that's going to shoot one ball out to see how these settings work. Okay, it's going a little bit farther than I want. So let's make the adjustment with speed. Let's go one notch down with the speed. Let's go to 3 and test again. That's actually pretty perfect. Maybe a tad higher on the height. So let's go up to 38 on the height. Do one more test. Okay, that's great. So now I have my basic shot set. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second shot that has the exact same settings. So let's go up here to these 2 lines in the corner again. We're going to hit copy, which is going to copy this shot. Then we're going to click add shot. We're going to go into that second shot and hit paste. So now we have 2 of the exact same shots. So now all I need to do is just change the horizontal axis to get some forehands and some backhands. Again, if you think of 10 right down the middle, then a lot of times what I like to do is I'll go like 7 and 13. Okay, so for this one, let's put it at 7. Let's go to our other one and put it at 13. Now we can click, actually before we do that, let's go up here and rename this drill. We're going to call this roll volley. Hit save. Okay, so now all it's left to do is test it out and see if we got our settings pretty good. So I'm going to hit save. See, our drill appears down there, and then we just click on this section where it says D13, and that's going to go ahead and start it for us. Oh, let's pause that. You know what I realized is actually that's just feeding alternate. What I actually wanted is I wanted 3 on one side, then 3 on the other. So let's make that adjustment. Go back in, and we can use these loop buttons now. So I'm going to loop this shot 3 times and this shot 3 times. And now I'll get 3 forehands, 3 backhands. Hit save and start. Goes right into the drill. Okay, so there you go. Wanted to work on my roll volleys, built a brand new drill in about 5 minutes, and it's ready to go. So you can see we got lots of options. We got great preloaded drills. We got a whole library of drills that you can draw from. You can use your QR codes and work with your friends and your community to find new drills, and you can create your own. So now you have a few more options that we can work with too. So if you actually take any drill and you swipe to the left, you're going to see these options come up. You have copy, share, library, and delete. And so copy is just, it's just going to make a copy of that drill. So if you had a drill that maybe you wanted to design a new drill, but it's very similar to one you already have, you could just copy that, start with that, and then make some adjustments. If you hit share, you're going to get a QR code. So if you have a friend that wants a drill that you designed, this is how you're going to do that. You're going to hit share. You've got this QR code. You can either save it to your camera roll and then just send it to them. You have a library, which is, it would take this drill. So if I wanted this cross-court dink drill to go to my library collection, and I could hit that. And then when I go to drill library, now there's going to be that one in my collection. So those are going to be ones that I've specifically added into my collection, whereas that recommended section is already going to come populated. And then last, we've got delete. Okay, so last thing I want to do is I want to take you through some of the settings of the Titan that you can toggle on and off, kind of explain what those are. So again, if we go up to these two lines at the top, click on that, and now we're going to go to Titan settings. And we have some options here. So empty hopper auto stop. So this toggle is basically, if I have it on, when the machine senses that it's empty, it's going to automatically turn off and stop feeding, stop running. We've got a toggle to turn on or off the front LED light. The third one says M button to start ball feed. So that basically means when I power up my machine, if I had this toggled on, I would have to hit the M button before the ball machine would start feeding. So that's probably good to keep on just as a safety measure, so you don't turn on your machine and then it just starts firing balls out right away. Turn on button beeps is just kind of what it sounds, so it's going to make a beep every time you click a button. And then serve indicator, this is an awesome one. So if you toggle that serve indicator on, what it's going to do is the LED light that is in the front of the machine is going to come on as the ball drops every time it's about to feed a ball. And why I think this is great is because basically what you can do is you can use this to time up your split step. So basically the LED would come on just before a ball is about to shoot out, and that ball's about to come, which means you can make your split step and time that up as if your opponent was about to hit the ball. So that's a great feature as well. So that's pretty much it for the new updated Titan app. Just remember that they're always working on newer versions, newer updates, new features. So always keep checking back and make sure you keep everything up to date so your Titan is always running at its top functionality.